Corey's in jail. They took his car.
So Robbie said they can hold him up to 24 hours for any reason they want.
I've been in here for about 5 hours. I just got out of what is called jail. I need to learn what my rights are. Am I able to pick up my car, or should I have you call the station to see if I can get like a release form for it?
Okay, so did they tell you it's a 30-day hold?
No, they didn't tell me it was a hold. They just said it was a hold on the vehicle. So I'm not 100% sure if they told me, but would it say on my ticket at all?
No, it would be the officer that if they told you or not. I would just try to get the vehicle removed by going down there to the tow yard and trying to pull it out. If for some reason they say no, there's a hold, then you have to contact the watch commander from the police station. But
I shouldn't call the commander first and see if I need to pull it out?
no, because I don't want you to call them, and then if there is no hold, then them seeing why isn't there a hold and then putting a hold or something like that. So,
oh, okay.
If you could pull the car out now, and then that's
Could I call the tow company first to make sure that I can go down there?
Call the tow company. Yeah. So what happened exactly? Just tell me what happened.
I basically got pulled over for being on my phone. I wasn't aware that California Highway Patrol would have authority over someone with Arizona plates. And so they kept telling me to pop my hood. So I asked Alex, are they allowed to do that? And they say you just don't consent to a search. Basically, it escalated and I didn't know what a lawful order was. And so I disobeyed a lawful order, and that's what got me in handcuffs and into jail for 5 hours.
If anything happens, it's best to just get the ticket and then move on, because sometimes, you know, the officer now is going to be a lot more harder to deal with when we fight it. But nonetheless, we'll be able to help you.
Yeah.
Call the tow yard, see what they say, and then, you know, keep in contact with me. But I'll take care of the ticket.
Awesome.
And we'll go from there.
I was looking to see if a vehicle was at your guys' lot.
Okay, what kind of vehicle is it?
It's a black Nissan,
What year?
1998,
1998 Nissan what?
240 SX.
240 SX. Is it one that's got orange stuff on the side?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I see it. Let me get the paperwork. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. So I heard these people might be very, very hard to work with, but we'll see how it goes. Yes.
What is your name?
Corey.
Corey. All right. Yes, we have it.
Awesome. Yeah, I was just wondering when I could come down and pick it up, if you guys are open currently.
Yes, we are.
Cool. What time do you guys close at?
5 o'clock.
Okay, cool. I'll be down there soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Have a great day. Trying to be as respectful as possible as I can. I'm gonna film on my phone, hidden. Go get my car, bro. Oh my God, I want my car. Oh my God, dude. How can I put this in perspective? I put my entire life and everything that I've loved for years into this car, and it just got taken from me like that. That's a lot of time and work on something just to be taken away from you so quickly, so easily, man. All right, so we've made our way to the towing company, and I'm about to go in and talk with them. Hey, I'm here to pick up a car, a Nissan, the 1998. Yes, sir. Looks like they moved my car. It was over there. Not sure where it's at now. Yes, I got my car. All right, boys. I got my car back. Oh my God. Honestly, I was gonna cry. I thought it was gonna be like on a 30-day hold or whatever. I feel so much better the fact that I have this. Honestly, I don't care about any of the charges that I have, because this was everything I needed. And the bill was only 400 bucks. I thought it was gonna be like 800, 1,000 bucks or something. So I'm so glad I have her back, bro. I didn't even look at the bill. I didn't even look at it. So I'm so stoked. So out of the entire experience I had, majority of my friends asked me how jail was. It was for probably about 5 hours. It seemed like the longest hours of my life because they stripped me of everything. So when I first got in the car, they took everything out of my pockets, searched me to see if I had any weapons, put handcuffs on me behind my back, and they attached a string to me that tied me down into it. So even if I were to like open the door, I couldn't even get out because I was attached to the car inside. I couldn't get out, couldn't move from my seat. I was stuck. Then they took me in my seatbelt. After they did that, the cop drove me to the police station, and he called himself in, said Highway Patrol, drove into like this station, it's full of police cars. And we pull up to this building with only one door, like one way in, one way out. Cop takes me out of the car and straps me, still handcuffed. He walks up to the door, he presses a button, tells who he is and who he's with, because he already radioed it in that I'm coming in. Once he did that, they open the door, slides open. I walk in, I see another door, the same thing. Closes, we're in a room now with 2 doors. Once we're in the room with 2 doors, they open the next room up. I walk in, they search me again. I take off my shoes and I grab my socks and turn them inside out, show them there's nothing in my socks. All I have are my socks, my pants, and my shirt. No phone, no wallet, not even a piece of tissue with me. Then after I'm inside of this room where there's a computer and where I can see a window where the other cops are at. They can see me through it. It's just me and the cop. There's like 4 little rooms that you go into that are the exact same thing of how we came in. There's a door on each side and you're inside a room to get into the next checkpoint. So once we go from the computer room area, they set me into one of these rooms, they close me in, and they ask me all my information, my phone number, my address, first, last name, social security number, everything. And I'm in this room, it's just straight brick walls on each side, metal door, concrete on the ground. A lot of people have the question, was it cold in there? It actually wasn't. It was quite warm. There was a good ventilation system. I was in there for what felt like 9 hours. There's nothing to do. I counted the bricks on the wall. There's 13.5 bricks tall, 8 inches each. And I did the math all the way how tall everything was. Like, I was in there for so long. It was crazy how boring it was. After they got all of my information, I moved on from that little room. They opened the door and I moved into the next room. Really, really big room where they took all the mug shots, got your fingerprints. I did my fingerprints first. They did all my fingers, my palm of my hand, the side of my hand, my whole fingers. They pressed it down on this big green pad. It was crazy how like they scanned my hands. Then they took mug shots of me. They had like little placements on the floor for how you're supposed to stand sideways. They didn't have any measurements behind, which is like how they usually would. They didn't have that for me. They just had pictures of my face. After they took my mug shots and got everything taken care of, this was the longest part. This is where it got really gnarly. Because they said that I was being respectful, and I do respect cops. I absolutely love them. My uncle's a cop. What got me in this situation was myself, and I even told them that the one thing I learned was that I don't know anything, and the reason why I'm in there is because of myself. They actually gave me a cell to myself that I didn't need to be with any of the other guys that were in there because, you know, I just didn't know my rights. So they gave me a room, but before I got to the room, we were walking down the hallway, and you see some rooms with the lights on, some rooms with the lights off. They didn't have a lot of people in there. And they grabbed like a roll, which I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a towel. They handed it to me, and I was like, why are you giving me a towel? Is there like a shower in there? And then I walked in, nothing, bro. All it was a room with just 2 steel beds with like 1 mat down there at the bottom, and then like a toilet sink. One section was just a toilet sink, and that was it. And that rolled up towel they gave me. Sooner or later, I found out that that was your blanket, and it was so thin. I don't think that thing would have kept you warm if it was cold in there. Another thing that I forgot that was in there was a payphone. So you're in a holding cell, so you're allowed to make calls. You're only allowed to make like 3 calls. So as I was in there, I started to dial for my brother, but then I was like, I don't know. I didn't want to tell anybody. I felt so embarrassed about what happened. I was in jail. Like, I could never imagine myself in a place like that. I was so scared. It was like all alone, and they trapped me in there like I was a dog. And the fact that I even have to use that analogy makes me sad of how people treat dogs. I was in this cage all alone, couldn't get out. There was no clock, there was no nothing. There was like a little buzzer, you could buzz it for the guy, but they were gonna ignore you if you even touched that thing like more than twice. I had no idea how long it was gonna take me to get out of this little holding cell. They also gave me dinner, which was really, really neat. It came in like a cardboard container that was heated up with 3 things inside of it. The first thing was your vegetables, your 2 vegetables. You like cut up corns and like sliced, diced, and then also your cut up green beans that were like soggy and like, I swear they were like so old. The main entree was like chili with like cut hot dog inside of it. But I still ate it because I wanted the experience, but also it's like, man, people gotta eat this stuff. It's crazy. The only indication of time that I understood was dinner's at 6. And then I was like, well, I got in here at 4. So does that mean I've only been in there for 2 hours? And they said lights turn off at 10. And so I was like, oh crap. So that's what scared me the most, was the lights turn off at 10. They needed to send in my fingerprints and everything about me to see if I was like good to be released from the DOJ, Department of Justice. And then once that was cleared, I was able to leave. That took them about 4 hours for me to get out of jail. And actually, this is the part where I started filming because they handed me my stuff. I left my cell, went back over where I took my mug shots. They gave me all my stuff. I signed off that this was my stuff. I went around the corner and I started filming right where the jail cells were, and I started turning the corner, and that's where they started to let me out in the little area. Then I was released. You don't ever want to go to jail. It's very, very lonely. So my car is now back home, but I still have no idea how my case is gonna go. We have my guy, Cameron, ticket dismissers. He's on the case for me, and so we're gonna see how this is resolved in a couple months, and we'll probably keep you guys a bit updated on that, but so far, this is pretty much everything. Oh, this is also the other thing they gave me when I left. This is what they gave me. So that's what inmates get. You walk in with your t-shirt, your pants, and your socks, and this piece of paper telling you everything you need to know about yourself and what's going on. Los Angeles County Jail booking and property record. So I have that, it's like my receipt. This is my receipt for the things that I own. That's nuts, bro. Also, to show you guys how much I absolutely love cops, I bought these license plate covers way before I actually got pulled over, and I have a Blue Lives Matter sticker on both of my cars. I will show you that now, and it was inside the video if you want to check for my BS. There's one there. I'm gonna put that on right now. Wait, where's the one on here? Oh, well, I gotta put it on. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I am putting it on now. But it wasn't on in this car. All right, done. I'm gonna put this on the license plate cover, that one, license plate cover.